What is going on, guys? It is me, Graceful Theory, and today I'm bringing you quite a big video here. It's going to be about 20 minutes long, so we'll go ahead and get started. Basically, we're going to be building all 4 ultimate staffs. Now, if you did want to fast forward to each individual staff, the very first one's going to be the Ice Staff. Next is going to be the Wind Staff at 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Then Lightning Staff at 11 minutes and 20 seconds. And then last, Fire Staff at 17 minutes and 6 seconds. So other than that, guys, I'll also be taking you through this guide. It'll actually get me the Master Wizard achievement, which you will see at the end. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So the very first one, now you're going to want to make sure that you already have all 4 staffs completed in order to do the ultimate staffs. So like I said before, we're going to be working on the Lightning Staff first. So we're going to go ahead and head down to the ice tunnel in the back of where the church is at, or where Generator 6 is located. So the first step, go ahead and put your music player here. Just like the normal routine, you're going to go down into the layer. And just wait for the portal to open up for you, and then go ahead and make your way through. So now for this one, you're going to see above where you come in here, you're actually going to see a puzzle above your head, and this is going to be the Ice Staff Symbols Guide. Now I went ahead and made a guide for you guys. You're basically going to match the dot patterns from the wall on the right hand side of you to the corresponding symbols on the blocks above you. So you'll see that I put actually the dots or the symbols that are going to match up with the symbols above your head. So I'll go ahead and take you through it and show you how you can actually do this. So you'll see this right hand symbol on the right hand side. Basically with that symbol guide that I showed you, just go ahead and pause it if you need to and just take a look at the symbols as they will change. So these ones are going to be an upside down F. It's then going to change to a 4 dot cycle. That's going to be an L dot. It's then going to be 2 closed circles and an open circle. That's going to be IL. Then you're going to see all 3 closed circles. That's actually going to be 2 I's. Then we just have one more, which is going to be a closed circle and 2 open circles, which is LI. So you will hear a chime there. It is letting you know that you did activate it. And then you're going to want to go ahead and head back into the portal there. Go ahead and hold X to activate it. And then when it's ready, you're just going to head back through. Alright, so we'll go through the portal now. And then always remember, you're going to be picking up your music player every time you do exit the portal. So that's the step 1 for the Ice Staff. The second step that you're going to need to do here is we're actually going to be walking around the map where there's 3 tombstones that you're going to need to shoot. The first one is located right where Jug is at. So you're going to shoot it with your Ice Staff at least once or twice, and then shoot it with a primary weapon. The next one is going to be right across from it, just right there at the excavation site. Go ahead and shoot that one. And then the very last one is going to be all the way down to where the second generator, or where the tank needs to cool down at. And you're going to see it right next to here to this down robot on the right hand side of the map. So go ahead and shoot that. And then we'll just shoot it with a regular MP40. So that did knock out all 3 of those. You're then going to head down to where the below Pack-a-Punch is, and you're going to see 4 of these little levers that you're going to need to pull to match it up all the way with blue. There's 4 different colors for each staff. It looks like that's purple. Let's go ahead and turn it one more time. So you just hold X on it, and it's going to turn it to blue. And then we'll go ahead and head up to this next one right here. And I believe it's about 3 pulls. If it is on yellow, just make sure that you're keeping track and making sure that you're matching them up all to blue. So there's 2 blue, we just have 2 more to go. This one we're going to jump all the way across this wooden plank here, drop down. The 3rd lever is going to be located right here. So that's purple, turn it one more time. So that's 3 blue, now we just got 1 more to go. So we'll jump down, head back up on this wooden staircase, and instead of jumping across, just drop down right here. And that's where the last lever is going to be located. Alright, so we did activate it, and you'll see once we turn all 4, you will see that there's going to be like a little an orb right here that spawns. Go ahead and shoot that with the staff, and it's actually going to go up through the ceiling. And when it does do that, you know that you can't actually just head right back down to the ice tunnel. You're going to go back into the layer through the portal. And this is going to be the last step into getting the ultimate ice staff. So we'll put the music player down. Wait till the portal is ready to go through. And then you're going to make your way back onto this thing. You'll actually see it raise up when you get down here where you first picked up the gem to build the ice staff. Go ahead and place your staff on here now. Now basically the next step, you're going to want to collect zombie souls into this staff. It does not matter where you are down here. You don't need to stand next to it. You can kill them from far away if you want. Basically their souls are going to go into the staff, and you'll know when it's ready because it'll actually light up a bigger blue light for you, and the sound will chime. So I'll go ahead and just kind of fast forward through all this. Just kind of get you to the good stuff so you can actually see, you know, when we do get the ultimate staff. So we actually just got it. You can see that it's actually lit up blue right now. I'm just going to go ahead and revive. Grab it now, and then go ahead and help my buddy up here. Alright, so now that we have it, you can go ahead and head back through the portal. I really love these ultimate staffs. It does have 2 different modes now. I mean, you can melee with it, and it's a one-hit kill. You can also revive players with it by just clicking on the left D-pad. So it's really nice. Alright, now moving on to the wind staff. So this is staff number 2 that we're going to make ultimate. You're going to want to head down to the wind tunnel, which is located by generator 4, or where Jug is at. And then, like always, put that music player on that table there. And this is going to be the crazy place. Just take care of the zombie ore here, and then we'll go through the portal. And now, just how the ice staff was, there's actually going to be a puzzle right above your head when you do exit the portal right here. And I will provide you with a guide on how to do this exactly. It's a wind staff symbols guide. Basically, you're going to match these symbols to the puzzle. So the symbols that I put right here are the exact symbols that you need to match up, starting with the outside one first. So you'll see that it looks like an upside down F dot, then a dot, then 2 L's, and then 2 I's. So we'll start with the outer one first. Go ahead and shoot it.
So it begins.
Shoot it again. And then that's a dot, so we're going to shoot it at least one more time and make it that F dot. See, there we go. And then you're going to want to go into the next circle. So second circle here. Go ahead and shoot that until it turns into a dot. So there we go. Then we're going to be working on the third circle. And go ahead and shoot this until it turns into an LL. There we go. And then just the very last circle, which is going to be the II. We're just going to need to shoot twice. Alright, there we go. And you'll see it start spinning. You'll also hear like a chime as well, letting you know that it is done. So we can actually make our way back through the portal now. And while I'm taking you guys through this, I actually want to give a huge shout out to a really good friend of mine. His name is Echoes of Chaos. He's actually the guy helping me out right now. So big shout out to him. And the next step, you'll actually see me shoot this little like kind of a like ball dome here right next to Juggernaut. You're going to go ahead and shoot that. And there's going to be a total of 3. So the second location, you're actually going to make your way back around tank. Walk down the left-hand side road here. And then you're going to see the second one located right here. Just shoot it once. And then the third one is just right to the left of it. So go ahead and jump over here. You're going to see right next to this burning chariot. There's going to be a third one. Go ahead and shoot that. And it's also going to let off a chime, and you'll actually hear Samantha. So now we're going to make our way back down into the Pack-a-Punch area. And we're just going to want to line up those discs just like we did with the ice staff. You're going to want to do that with every staff to make it ultimate. You just want to line them up with the coordinating colors to activate that orb there. So since I had a buddy of mine already do it, you'll actually see the yellow orb here. We'll go ahead and shoot that with the wind staff. You'll see it go through the roof here. And now we're going to make our way back down into the crazy place. by just going through the wind tunnel again. So as I mentioned in a previous video on my wind staff tutorial, how much I really love this staff. When it is ultimate, guys, it is awesome. It has a special of making a tornado effect. It just pulls everything in its range and just kills everything. It's really awesome. And we'll place the staff right up here again. And just like before, we're just going to want to be killing zombies and pulling in their souls into the staff. So I fast forward it to when it was ready. So actually see it's got a pretty nice design to it. Now every staff, once you do ultimate it, it's actually going to still do the same thing. It's going to have one mode that will revive players, and then you'll actually be able to get a melee kill off of it and actually get a more powerful boost with the staff damage. So pick up our music player, go ahead and head out, and it looks like we're going to be heading on to our third staff, which is going to be the lightning staff. So go ahead and make your way down into the lightning tunnel located at generator 5. And we'll go ahead and head through the portal here. You can see my little drone flying around in there. Alright, now with this one, this was a little bit tricky at first. It's basically like a piano you're going to be playing. So you're going to see these 3 symbols on the wall. And they're basically going to be notes to play, and I'll provide you with a guide here, which is exactly what you need to do. So at the lightning staff diagram, you'll see that I matched the piano keys from the left, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which you can see. So the order of the symbols you're going to need to shoot is symbol number 1. It's going to be 10, 1, 5. Symbol number 2, 5, 8, 12. And then symbol number 3, 6, 10, and 3. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that by shooting like the 10th one and then going to 1 and 5. So that's the 10th one I shot. That's going to be 1. And then this one's going to be 5. Right where my buddy's standing. So that's 5. So when you do shoot all 3, you're going to hear a piano chime. Let those lightning bolts go away, and then you can move on to your second notes here. We'll go ahead and take care of this zombie too, since he's coming up. So again, we'll make our second attempt, so we'll shoot this. Then where he's lining up, we're going to shoot that one, and then the very last one here. And it might not light up, but just go ahead and let the lightning bolts disappear. It is going to let you know that it did work. And then for the very last one, we'll go ahead and start doing this one here in a moment too. Just going to take care of this guy so he doesn't come up. Alright, so we're going to shoot that one. And then this one. Up, and then we got a couple guys here distracting us. That's alright, you just don't want to wait too long, so just make sure you do shoot the last one in time. And that is going to be the third one here. So when those disappear, you'll actually be notified that it did work, like I said, through a chime with everything else. And then we're going to go ahead and just reactivate the portal and go ahead and make our way through after we finish off a couple of these guys. So it is a little bit tricky when I did first try it out, but as long as you follow my guide here and just pause it on that little screenshot there of the diagram, you'll be able to figure it out pretty easily, or just try the same notes that I put on there. Next step, you're going to see these little generators throughout the map. You're going to want to make sure and find the one that's sparking, and then you're just going to hold X on it. You might need to do it a couple times until it is done sparking. You'll actually hear that it does make a noise too when it is off. So we'll go ahead and hold X one more time, and then it shuts off. So now we're going to make our way to the second generator. It's going to be located down here by tank. Let's go ahead and let's rotate that one more time. Alright, so that one worked in 2 turns. Next one is just going to be right above the stairs, right up inside the church. Turn it once. That worked out fine. So number 4 is going to be over here by Jug. Go ahead and turn this guy at least one more time. Okay. Now the 5th one is actually going to be right in the beginning where you spawn, right next to generator 1. And we turn that twice. And then moving on to number 6. This one's actually going to be right inside generator 2 room, or right where the tank is going to be cooling down. We'll turn this guy 3 times. Now we'll be heading on to number 7, which is going to be located right outside the church, right below the excavation site, just in the back of it here. And we're going to turn this guy 3 times as well. And it did let me know that it did work by basically Samantha talking and letting out a chime as well. So now we're going to go ahead and head back down to below the Pack-a-Punch, or where the staffs are. And like I said before, just make sure you are turning all of these discs down here, which is going to be the purple color. I had a couple of helpful friends of mine that have already done that step for me, so now we're just going to be shooting the orb here. And you'll actually just wait for it to disappear. Alright, there we go. And now we're just going to be making our way back down into the lair. So the ultimate staffs are pretty easy, as I said before. You're just going to want to make sure that you do pay attention to the steps that you're doing. And it shouldn't be too hard for you guys to do at all. Make sure you're doing it at early rounds too. You're going to always want to make sure to have at least 3 to 4 people with you. If you can do it 2 people, that is awesome, guys. Hands down, my hat is off to you. Or even by yourself, that is crazy. I had 4 people helping. I had 3 other people, helping me out. Total of 4 of us. And you know, it was pretty easy. We just always kept at least 1 zombie alive through each round, unless we did absolutely have to spend money. Alright, so now that that staff is done, we're going to go and make our way back through the portal here. And that is pretty much like the guide for the lightning staff. So very easy. Pick up our music player here. And then for our final staff is going to be the last one, which is fire. So we'll go ahead and move on to that one here in a moment. So for the fire staff, you're going to want to make your way down to the fire tunnel. It's going to be located before generator 3, in the middle of between generator 1 and 3. And you're going to see these 4 little boxes here right when you get off the portal for fire. You're going to want to fill up these boxes with zombie souls. They're basically going to light on fire inside the box, and that will let you know when you have enough souls. So I'll go ahead and take you through it here in a minute. I'll be fast forwarding it a little bit for you. And then I will show you at the end that we did fill up all 4 boxes with zombie souls. So you're going to want to make sure you stand right here though on these heated pads. This is the only place that you can stand for the zombie souls to enter those boxes. So you'll see that the first one is filled up. And I just went ahead and fast forward it to show you that we did do all 4. So you'll see just right in the background there that we filled up all 4 of the boxes. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way back through the portal. So that was the very first step for the ultimate fire staff. We're then going to move on to the next step. Alright, pick this guy up, and then we're going to go ahead and head to the back of church, or at generator 6. So this one may seem a little bit tricky at first too. I will show you a 4th guide on how to do this one. You'll actually see here inside the church that there's lit up kind of reddish symbols on the walls here. It's actually going to be a number system. So I will show you how to work this guy too. So it's a fire staff symbols diagram. So closed dot equals 1, open dot equals 0, 2 dots equals 2. You're always going to read the symbols left to right, and the total number of dots or symbols adds up to the torch number. So example, you'll see down here at the bottom, basically closed dot, open dot, and then 2 dots is equal to 102. So that's going to be torch number 11. Now it may seem kind of confusing how I'm describing it, but if you do just take a glance at that guide, just pause it and kind of just work it out, I promise you it will make sense. So this blank one here is going to be number 4. You'll see that they all have numbers, so that's 5 where the torch is at. So we're going to go ahead and shoot 4. And then we're going to shoot this guy right up here by the stairs. We're then going to shoot number 9. And then for the very last one, go ahead and shoot number 5. It did work right there. Basically, you're always going to hear that chime when it does work. And that was the second step for the fire staff. So now for almost the last step, we're going to be heading back down into the tunnel here. Go back through the portal, and then like always just put your fire staff just right on there. My buddy already went ahead and did it for me. I'm going to go ahead and let him use this staff. And I'll fast forward it to where we did get the staff. So he's going to go ahead and grab that one. And then we're going to make our way back through the portal. And I'll actually show you here in a moment too what the fire staff does look like. So that is pretty much it. Basically you're going to want to head down here, like I said, turn all those discs to red, shoot the orb, and then here's the fire staff. You'll actually notice that I did get a Master Wizard achievement, which is 40 gamer score. Pretty awesome, guys. And that is basically it. That is a guide on how to get all 4 ultimate staffs. If you did like the video, guys, go ahead and drop a like below. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys again soon. All right, take care. Peace.